Right, we're trying again. I was under the impression I started my stream, and then Paul politely told me I did not. Thank you, Paul. And I think I don't know if it was Chronic, that was the other guy that said that's why he came in here. So, gents, I do apologize. I actually thought I started my stream. So it looks like it's one of those days again. We'll do our best. So morning Piotr, morning Geert, morning Captain Julian, welcome guys. Yeah, it was a bit rushed because when I woke up I noticed fix number 3 for the Zibo was available to us, and I had to go and distribute that quickly. And I had to do all my flight planning, and I had to set up the streaming and everything. So it was a bit rushed. I was saying, when I thought I was broadcasting, we have a temperature of 4 degrees with rain, so it is icing conditions that we need to look out for, and it's not cold enough for the fluids. So we don't have to spray, but we're definitely going to have to use the anti-ice story a bit. No, Tero, I haven't spoken to Zibo this morning. It's too fresh. Good morning. I don't know. We'll have to find out later. Somebody, somewhere, must have mentioned something to him. So I don't know. Morning, Gilbert. Yeah, I'm trying, Gilbert. Thanks, man.
I can hear you.
I'm sure you can. Got my mic open now. Or are you talking about someone else?
Nico, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, because you can't. I was asking just for the information, when would you start anti-ice? After the engine started?
Yeah. It's part of the before taxi procedure that you have to do it.
Okay. Let's see if I have that in the list.
Yeah, Chronic, I was reading what Zibo was typing here. I think you're right. Basically, when you are in common VNAV, okay, it should say speed when you are above your threshold for the path. Okay, what's it, 300 feet or 500 feet? Once you go out of that threshold, it needs to move to speed. So you go to this parallel descent thing, okay, parallel descent path. And I think the FMA was giving the incorrect reading Okay, so it should now say speed when it's supposed to say speed instead of arm or whatever else it would.
I am ready for
said.
electrical power up procedure.
Why aren't you moving? Right. Morning,
Hello,
Linda.
Cap. Nice to see you again. Don't forget to start the A cars.
Oh, my dear, no, I'm pressing the button as you are asking me so nicely. Need to start my altitude client quickly. There we are.
Kevin, good morning. You're almost moving?
He's not in the room with us.
Kevin, takes 206 for you. Are you almost moving or waiting for something?
My right valve is blinking open. My right valve open on the wing, and the ice is blinking. Something like...
The wing anti-ice usually blinks.
Okay.
Okay, it's only got the one switch, and then it does blink. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure what the criteria would be for it to blink. Not that clever, but we can always go read up. But I've noticed it does blink.
Skymatix 206, continue with pushback. Yeah, I can push back, but I can wait for you. Just let me know. Negative 206. Please continue. Thank you. Vienna, traffic, Skymatix 206.
Ground flight deck
5, pushing back and start.
starting refueling.
And traffic, Skymatix 008, currently stand Charlie 39, pushing back for startup after company traffic.
That's weird, Gilbert. If it persists, we'll have to look at it, but it shouldn't. It really shouldn't. Obviously. Yeah. Right, so I've started that air starter unit just to pump the air through the system so we can get the temperature in the cabin up. Otherwise, people are going to complain again.
We have low approach.
Thank you.
Ground flight deck fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Skymatix 0355, taxi to holding point runway 29 via mic and expect to recover holding point.
Morning, Rob.
Skymatix 0355 to confirm holding point runway 29.
Morning, Steve. Welcome.
Skymatix 0355, you appear to Warsaw runway 29, LEDVA 3 Charlie departure, climb 5000 feet, and squawk 5150.
Local time and 0700 local time will be cleared by way of noise abatement SIDS. Strict adherence is mandatory and will be monitored. Wind 340 degrees 5 knots. Visibility 2500. Rain. Clouds few 100 feet, broken 400 feet, overcast 1000 feet. Temperature 2.3. QNH 1005 hectopascal. Recent weather rain. Confirm ATIS information Bravo on initial contact. Vienna ATIS information Bravo. Recorded at 0816 Zulu. Expect arrival runway 34, takeoff runway 29er. Transition level 120. All aircraft departing between 2100 local time and 0700 local time will be cleared by way of noise abatement SIDS. Strict adherence is mandatory and will be monitored. Wind 340 degrees 5 knots. Visibility 2500. Rain. Clouds few 100.
Skymatix 0355, please squawk 5150.
Yeah, working on it.
0355, thank you, wind 340 degrees at 6 knots, crossing 10 knots, runway 29, clear for takeoff.
Yeah, thanks, Geert. I just listened to the ATIS, and then my wife said goodbye. She's off to see her mom, and that's why I muted, and then I didn't switch it back on. Yeah, it would, Steve, but since we tried to help you, go look. You obviously saw the last video about AutoOrtho. You must make sure it's the very last one. It's like a video or two ago, right? We learned so much since we tried to help you that I believe you'll get it right this time. And your issue with Docan, we can bypass that. If you still haven't been able to uninstall it, I now know how to set it to force the win FSP. So I think we can help you this time.
Sun Express 3 Kilo Whiskey, push and start is approved. Beam Delta 23, please.
Vienna approach, very good day. This is Skymatix 206, currently taxiing on mic for holding point runway 29er for the ILS flight to Warsaw.
Sun Express 30, correction, Skymatix 3 Kilo Whiskey, my mistake, push and start is approved. KNH 1005 facing east.
Start approved facing east and KNH 1005, Sun Express 3 Kilo Whiskey.
Skymatix 206, we are ready to copy Alpha.
Ready to copy, sir, Skymatix 206.
Skymatix 206, you are clear to Warsaw, runway 29, LEDVA 3 Charlie departure, climb 5,000 feet, squawk 5162.
Cleared for the destination out of the LEDVA 3 Charlie departure, runway 24, initial flight level 50 and squawk 5162, Skymatix 206.
Skymatix 0355, radar contact, climb flight level 240.
Hello, Christopher. Good morning.
Skymatix 206, confirm runway 29.
Confirming runway 29, Skymatix 206.
206, the pick is correct, line up and wait runway 29.
Line up and wait runway 29, Skymatix 206.
Good morning, radar, Skymatix 008, Charlie 39, requesting a high box here, Warsaw.
Stand by, break, Skymatix 206, wind 0, correction, wind 340 degrees at 8 knots, runway 29, clear for takeoff. Skymatix 206, Vienna radar, runway 3, correction, runway 29, wind 340 degrees at 5 knots, runway 29, clear for takeoff.
Runway 29, cleared for takeoff, Skymatix 206.
Skymatix 008, ready to copy.
Good morning, Skymatix 008, ready to copy.
That's perfect, Steve.
Skymatix 008, good morning to you. Information Bravo, KNH 1005, you're clear to Warsaw, runway 29er, LEDVA 3 Charlie departure, climb 5,000 feet, squawk 5161.
Cleared to Warsaw South, runway 29, departure, late V to Charlie, climb to 5,000 feet and scorping 5161.
Ready for pre-flight procedure.
Skymatix 008, retakes right break, Skymatix 0355, right hand
Trim
direct
up.
left. Right hand direct left, Skymatix 0355.
Radar, Skymatix 008, requesting taxi for runway 29.
Skymatix 008, first squawk 5161.
Hello, Christer.
Skymatix 206, squawk more Charlie, please.
What's that? Please repeat. Skymatix 206.
Squawk mode Charlie, please. Skymatix 206.
Sorry, yes, dark mode. Squawk mode Charlie, 206.
Skymatix 3 Kilo Whiskey, request taxi.
Skymatix 3 Kilo Whiskey, taxi via exit date and mic, holding point runway 29.
Via X what?
Exit 8 and mic, gleich neben dir, to holding point runway 29.
It's exit 8 and mic, runway 29er, Sun Express 3 Kilo Whiskey.
Skymatix 008, exit to holding point runway 29 via exit 9 and mic. Skymatix 206, contact climb level 240.
Climb level 240, okay, climb 206.
Skymatix 008, access 9 and
See low approach is on.
Yeah, Uncle John, the guys are all talking to him, yes.
Okay.
I need to do my chatting with him soon as well.
Is Paul still with you?
I don't know. I'm not looking that side.
Warn your passengers for some heavy rain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pouring nicely, yeah. Right. Veen radar, good morning, Skymatix 001, we're at stand Echo 52. We have information Bravo on board requesting IFR clearance to Warsaw as filed, please.
Skymatix 001, information Bravo is correct, you're cleared to Warsaw runway 29, LEDVA 3 Charlie, departure climb 5,000 feet, squawk 5143.
Please give the initial altitude again, Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 001, initial climb is 5,000 feet.
LEDVA 3 Charlie, departure 5,000 feet, squawk is 5143, and the QNH is 1005, Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 001, readback is correct, startup is approved, QNH 1005 reported for taxi.
Thank you, sir. Startup approved, and we will report ready for taxi. Skymatix 001.
Sun Express 3 Kilo Whiskey, runway 29, and you can
try, Steve.
340 degrees at 5 knots.
Clear to takeoff, runway 1 correction, runway 29er, Sun Express 3 Kilo Whiskey.
Skymatix 0355, for climb on in command to destinate, have good flight for runway.
Going to Unico.
Right. Before start procedure.
Skymatix 008, disable alpha, please approved.
Before start procedure. Press the wrong button.
Before start procedure. Before start procedure complete. Ready for before start checklist.
Before start checklist.
Before start checklist.
We might as well do it
Favors.
a little better now. On board
Flight deck door.
in this rain.
Skymatix 008,
Closed and locked.
runway 29.
Fuel.
Line up, runway 29 for Skymatix VA.
Pumps on. Passenger signs. On. Window. Locked.
Yeah, this one doesn't open like the level up.
MCP.
When we do the level up one, we'll have to
Speed
check that it's
148.
locked.
Heading 291. Altitude 5000. Takeoff speeds. V1 133. V rotate 141.
Unexpected Whiskey, we are ready to contact climb level 240.
CDU pre-flight.
Skymatix 008, wind 340 degrees at 5
Rudder and
knots, runway
aileron trim.
29, you're clear for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 29 is Skymatix VA.
Taxi and takeoff briefing. Anti-collision light.
It's on.
On. Before start checklist complete.
Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine.
Skymatix West 8 Kilo Whiskey, when passing 5000, direct Arsen.
When past 5000, direct Arsen, Sun Express 3 Kilo Whiskey, danke.
Morning, James. I think I said morning to you earlier as well.
$25 and 2.
Fuel goes in.
Starter cut
Okay,
out.
Jency on Discord, I've restarted my stream. I forgot. Okay, and remember, I can't really start it when X-Plane's loading. Now that X-Plane's loading, it obviously works, so you guys can watch local. Start number 1 engine. Welcome.
Starting number 1 engine.
Skymatix 008, your radar contact, climb level 240.
$25 and 2.
Skymatix 206 climb on Unicorn Marta to decimal 8 and good flight, bye-bye.
52 Unicorn Marta to decimal 8, thank you very much for coming in and giving service, sir. Bye-bye, have a nice day, Skymatix 206.
Have a nice day, sir. Brakes. Skymatix 008,
Starter
radar
cut
contact,
out.
climb level 240.
Engine start procedure complete.
Before taxi procedure.
Before taxi procedure. Sir, we have the conditions for icing.
Thank you, Linda. Anti-ice is on.
Before taxi procedure complete. I am ready for before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generators. On. Probe heat.
Skymatix 008, right turn direct LEDVA.
Anti-ice.
Turning right,
Wing
target
anti-ice on. Engine anti-ice on. Isolation valve. Auto. Engine start switches. Continuous. Recall.
Ah, no, no way. Checked.
Checked. Auto brake. Rejected takeoff. Engine start levers.
Idle detent.
Hello, Cap.
Skymatix 3 Kilo Whiskey. Correction. Skymatix 3 Kilo Whiskey. No footage is available. Budapest is offline. Monitor
Flight
Unique Command
control.
for the estimate. Flight vorbei.
Checked.
Und du, das Mate, Sonic 3 Kilo Whiskey. Schönen Tag noch, ciao.
Danke ebenfalls.
Checked.
Checked. Flaps.
Flaps up.
Flaps is not set.
I know, because of icing conditions.
Before taxi checklist is not complete.
It is. Promise you. Pin radar Skymatix 001 ready for taxi.
Skymatix 001, taxi exit 2 and Mike 2.1829. Alpha please approved.
Would you mind saying that a little bit slower, please?
No problem. Skymatix 001, taxi 2.1829. Via exit 2 and Mike Alpha please approved.
Right, I hear that I'm cleared to the holding point runway 29 via exit 2 and Mike, Skymatix 001, and you say Alpha 2 is approved.
Correct.
Thank you, sorry for that.
No problem.
So that's exit 2, that's Mike, and Alpha 2 is that one. Okay, so it's literally forward, left and right.
Taxi lights on. Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for takeoff.
Skymatix 008, no footage available. Bratislava is offline. Monitor Unique Command to dissimulate. Have a good flight. Bye-bye.
Alright, and thank you very much for your service.
Thank you for flying. Skymatix 001, wind 340 degrees at standby. Skymatix 001, sorry for that, wind 340 degrees at 8 knots, runway
Before
29,
takeoff
clear for
procedure.
takeoff.
Runway 29 cleared for takeoff, Skymatix 001. There's no point in switching that thing on and you don't see anything, so I'm just gonna leave it off like that.
Before takeoff procedure complete. Ready for before takeoff checklist.
Right, I'm just setting the flaps now.
Ready for before taxi procedure.
Oh,
Flaps
no.
5 set.
Skymatix 001, we are radar.
Go ahead for Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 001, 134 knots, runway 29, you're clear for takeoff.
Yeah, thank you. So we're moving into position now, cleared for takeoff. Skymatix
Approaching
001.
29.
Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Flaps 5, green light.
Flaps 5 set.
On
Morning,
runway
green radar.
2,
This is Kayla
9.
101.
Stabilizer check.
Kayla 101.
5-7 units set.
Kayla 101,
Transponder.
we are radar, good morning, pass your message.
Oh, she's slow.
Stabilized. TARA set. Before takeoff
Kayla
checklist
101 with
complete.
info Charlie on board.
I am ready for
Requesting
takeoff.
IFR clearance for
Takeoff thrust set.
the flight. As filed, Kayla 101.
Kayla 101, you're clear to Warsaw, runway 29, LEDVA 3 Charlie departure. Climb 5,000 feet and squawk 5144, Kayla 101.
Can you request my departure again, Kayla 101?
Rotate.
Kayla 171, LEDVA 3 Charlie out of runway 29.
Positive rate.
LEDVA 3 Charlie departure out of runway 29er. And my squawk code and initial flight, please.
Kayla 171, climb 5,000 feet and squawk 5144.
Acceleration
5,000
altitude.
feet climb and squawk is 5144, Kayla 101.
Kayla 171, correct. Bay brakes, Skymatix 001, radar contact. Climb flight level 240.
Climb flight level 240, Skymatix 001.
Kayla 171, push rocket on discretion, KNH 1005.
Push back on discretion, Kayla 101.
Flaps 1 set.
Morning, someone.
Flaps up
James,
and set.
sorry, I saw your comment there. Not ignoring you. My first X-plane installation on the new version was just over 61 gigabyte. Took me about 2.5 hours to install. Now that's in my beta version. So I had the presence of mind when I updated this version, my production, so to speak, version. I just copied the global scenery folders, you know. Removed the old ones, put the new ones in there. Then I ran the installer. It took me all of about 3 minutes to do the install of the second copy. So I was really impressed with myself having the presence of mind for that day. Installing. No, we can't. I thought we were still in the cutback for the noise abatement, but we've actually left it. Yeah, but this is nice turbulence here. Imagine that. Seesaw. Yeah. Yes, I don't mind having this when I'm sitting in the cockpit and I can see ahead of me, but when I'm sitting in the tube at the back, oh yeah, I don't like this. Hey, go okay. All good in you?
Skymatix 001, right turn direct LEDVA.
Having an issue with the showing buildings. I installed exactly like you, but I can't change. Well, you shouldn't change the scenery INI when it's running. And then the other thing is, if you have SAM installed...
Skymatix 001, wind radar, right turn direct LEDVA.
Direct LEDVA, Skymatix 001. So what you need to do is you need to close your X-plane, then change it. And if you have SAM installed, you need to put it on manual entry to prevent it from scrambling the INI again. Okay, that was the trick. So, yeah, just bear that in mind. Yeah, just close explain, edit your INI, put the stuff where you need it to be. Make sure SAM is set to manual entry, then you're okay.
Delta.
And I need to
2-4,
turn
pushing
too
back,
much.
Kilo 101.
Approaching transition.
Abisal, I agree with you, but it makes for a good show. So let's quickly go and tune it down a little bit. See if that makes a difference for us. We're out of the clouds now, so we'll have to wait till the next
Transition
round. But
altitude.
let's see.
Flight level 100. Landing lights switches off.
So, Kavak, I hope you understand that. Because in all the time I've now tried to give support on Auto for XP, it's always been Sam that's been sabotaging everybody. And it just took us a while to figure it out. So Sam scrambles the thing, it makes it reload.
1 out of 5, you are very quiet.
So it's one of those things you need to set.
Go.
No.
The new HUD, is there a short key for it or?
No, you have to set it up. You have to set it up. But we'll talk about the HUD just now again. I've learned a couple of other things and remembered a couple of other things as well. Okay, so AutoOrtho must be running so that you can see the stuff. But Kavoka, you need to be on the latest version because it sounds like you're not on the latest version. The entries get written once and then it's in the INI file, okay, and then it should just work. So you'll have to watch my last video to get a bit of understanding, I suppose. But once 0.71 is running, the entries are made, then you need to set your SAM the way it needs to be, then you save it and then you should be fine forever. There's nothing more to it in actual fact. Chronic, I'll have to, yeah.
Charlie KNH 1005, you clear Warsaw, runway 29. LEDVA 3 Charlie, departure.
Let me show you this.
5,000 feet, squawk 5.
This is what I mean. In SAM, I can't do it live now, so I have to share my screen. Right? So in SAM, you have to take it off automatically added. That thing messes everything up. So you have to put it on manually added by user. That is imperative for the stuff to work, for that INI not to be scrambled and be a problem.
Skymatix 459, confirm LEDVA 3 Charlie departure.
Guys, give me a second. I need to catch up quickly.
Skymatix 459, thank you.
I need to look at Discord for some of these answers. Give me a second.
Skymatix 001, for this available monitor, any command to this night, have a flight, bye-bye.
Thank you for your service and have a good day, sir. Skymatix 001 will monitor Unicom to this night. So we don't have that in our exit all time. Let me just get this thing here. Right, so let's read from the top. HUD takeoff next time following the donuts. Ooh, we can try that. Abosal, thank you. We can do that. Yeah. Kavaka, look at my last stream and then do this thing I showed you just now. You should be fine. Otherwise, just come to Discord. Will help you quickly. Ready and done. Fabrizio, yeah, it's a straightforward thing, but sometimes you just need somebody to show you, man. Yeah. All right. If Sam is gone, brilliant. Because I'm South African. Someone. This is Michael sign. Thank you, Fabrizio. You have answered that question. My accent, yes. I will do a tutorial, Steve. The question now is time. I'm snowed under with real work and stuff, you know, so I'll have to do a new tutorial, a proper standalone tutorial that we can point people to and say, okay, this is what we've learned. These are the pitfalls. These are the things that are tripping the guys. SAM was the big one. The next one is DOCAN versus WinFSP. How do you bypass the problem? Because if DOCAN doesn't work, but you've already installed it, what do? You know, all these kind of things. There are so many things that we need to do. You know, but anyway, Mirko, to come back to you, let me give you a link. I installed a Python script to fix my raindrops, and that is where you will find it. Antonio wrote the script, okay? So that's how my raindrops are kind of fixed. All right. Fabrizio, no, English is not my native language. I used to joke in the past that I only speak English in self-defense. Now that has obviously changed due to work, business, streaming, all kinds of things. So, you know, that's unfortunately just how it is. The world works in English where I live, so, you know, where you guys live, most of you guys. We all have our native languages, but if you don't know English and use English, you're kind of left behind, you know, so just one of those things. Right, if you guys come onto Discord, you'll see in the nice to have section, there are multiple developers publishing their little tools and utilities and things here on our Discord. And this is obviously Antonio. He made the temperature script for the cabin that moans when it's not hot enough or too hot or too cold and stuff. And he also made you know, other utilities to get your sim brief, flight plan and OFP and stuff into the Zibo mod. So the guys here are very talented. You know, you must really come and have a browse around here. There's lots of nice utilities. Okay, that's awesome. See, that's very nice. Fabrizio, no, look, I mean, we all learn English at some point in time. I reckon from about 5 years old, I was able to understand and comprehend English. You know, and you pick up speaking a language, obviously, in school and having English, you know, friends and things like that. The issue is just, in the first part of my life, I just really mixed with Afrikaans people, so we speak Afrikaans. And then you start to branch out in work and in business, and then you have to deal with, you know, all the other languages and things. The one just naturally comes, you know, when you speak it. So English, for us Afrikaans guys, the tenses and the have versus has and things like that, you know, it takes a while to get used to it, but we try, you know. And if I still make a error, you know, it's just human.
What's up, Nico? How's it going, Nico?
All good, and you?
Excellent. I flew today. I ended up doing some real-world crosswind landings today in the 172. Pretty fun.
Excellent. 350 and the wind. There we go.
I like the new update to the Zibo. How's the HUD work? Pretty good?
Pretty good.
The new update?
Yeah, pretty good. No, I like it. I like it a lot. It's really nice.
And do you have the HUD control module on the pedestal there?
Yes. Yeah, it's all, yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. So that requires the whole new update, which has the whole, you have to download the whole new Zibo, correct?
Yes.
The full package?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. I will be doing that shortly. probably going to be doing a sector from Munich to Otopeni in Romania, so
Okay.
soon.
Yeah, I must enjoy that. Anyway, so while we've got the HUD up here, you guys please continue chatting about the languages and stuff. They never mind me, it's okay. The HUD thingy. I knew this, but I forgot it. All right, so I'm going to quickly just move up here. All right. So to get this thing working again, you have to press the button. You see, you can actually press the button. So currently it is now, I think, on manual, which means that I have control. You see, I can set, you know, how bright it must display. All right. So if I click it again, it's now in auto mode, and now no matter what I do, I cannot change the brightness. It automatically sets it. So I prefer to have control, so I will push it. If I push it, I can turn it. You see, then I can make it brighter or less bright, up to me. So that was something I obviously just had to, you know, wrap my mind around again. And then on the side here, man, it's terrible. Where's that flashlight? There, you see that little contraption there? That is your release. So if you don't have a keyboard shortcut, you can just click there. That's how you get it up and down. Okay. And then obviously on the pedestal, you need to set it up correctly. Okay, so you've got a runway length that you need to set, and well, that's the runway length there, and that's your elevation that you need to set. And then you obviously have to set your mode, whether it's going to be VMC, IMC, or Cat A, Cat 3A. You know, so you have to set those things. And then you can also set your glide slope. So in our instance here, unless ATC change it, we're going to use the ILS on the runway 11. So let's get the detail.
That's really nice that you guys incorporated that, because I know at one point the PMDG had it for about a year longer, but then I was happy. I knew that the Zibo was going to incorporate it, and it was going to be far more accurate in the Zibo.
Well, I haven't used it in PMDG in many years. I think I last used this thing like 15 years ago, man. It's like, I never worried about it. So anyway, we can look at our airport elevation. For the guys on Discord, I probably need to change the way I stream, otherwise you can't see it.
I can see it.
Are you watching YouTube? And I'm talking about the STKP and the stuff. Give me a second.
Oh, okay.
Right, so let me stop sharing it this way and let me drag.
Are you on the VATSIM network? You're squawking 5143?
No, IVAO. We're on IVAO.
Okay.
Display capture. Right. So what we want to do is we want to take the elevation and we want to put that in there, 362. Enter. That's our elevation. And then the length is 2,800 meters. So let me drag this out of the way again.
Now, is the default value in meters, or can you put that in feet?
I have no idea. I do it in meters, but you'll have to find out.
That's the feet. It's got the little line on it. So that's
probably that should be feet. Yeah, that should be if you enter correct. If you, well, now it's taken away because I've cycled through it. So that little squiggle thing at the back probably indicates feet. So you can try it, because
the single dash is feet.
Yeah, it's the same display as there. You see, so that single little quickie thing there, whatever you call that thing, you know, that's probably where you put the feet. Okay, now I've learned something new. All right, so once that is in place, you know, we can then look at our HUD, if we can get back up there, and you will see the HUD is now going to be configured specifically for this type of landing. Now, depending on what you set over here, IMC, you'll see it says IMC. If we set VMC, you'll see it's set to VMC, and you'll see there's your 3-degree glide slope line, okay, and it shows you your altitude, your vertical speed. It's got so much information in here. For our purposes, just to be sure, because there is snow in the approach there, I'm going to leave it to Cat 3, all right, the Cat 3A, and then we'll see how this thing handles it. We've obviously got our flight path vector there, our angle of attack, and everything else that we really need. Now, the other thing that you can do is if you click top right hand side here, you can actually put this dimming plate on to make it more easier visible. All right, so just remember that.
Shade. Yep.
Yeah, so just remember that. In certain lighting conditions, it becomes really dark and you can hardly see through this thing. It's really dark. So, you know, for those instances, you can just stow it. But that's it. That's in a nutshell what the heads-up guidance system is all about. And then obviously in the top, you've got your projector here. In PMDG, you can stow it. You click on it, then it goes into the roof, you know, into its casing. But in Zibo, it's static. In level up, it's also static. So, one of those things.
For me, what I like to do with the bird, especially since you have the bird available, if you pull up the heads-up display again, pull it up again, you can see in the middle that you have the bird. You just put that on the spot you want to land on the runway.
Yeah, that's your flight path vector. Exactly. That bird is very important. It will show exactly where your touchdown spot is, exactly as you say. Yeah. Mirko, you say when you install SAM you get errors. I know a lot of people said that. I don't have that kind of error, but anyway, I'm maybe just lucky. Yeah, Fabrizio. Yeah, language is just one of those things. I wish I could speak more, but English and Afrikaans is that. I understand a little bit of German, I understand a lot of Dutch and Flemish, you know, but I can't speak it. You know, I've lost that ability. I had German in school, you know, as my third language. Used to love it, but you know, I'll listen, but I'm not speaking back.
1000 to level off.
Abisal, I'm not sure, sorry, Saramania. I'm not sure how much development is still going to happen here, okay? And things like that, we'll have to keep an eye on it. The way it's been designed now, in agreement between this developer and Zibo, is that this guy can continue developing it, and Zibo will continue then to upgrade it in the Zibo mod as he gives him the updates. Alright, so it's easy as that. PRI, as far as I know, is primary. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, you want to talk. I will go.
No, go ahead. I want you to finish. Go ahead.
Okay. No, I'm just answering the question still. Gilbert, PRI, as far as I know, it's primary. But I'm not exactly sure. I might be wrong there. Don't hold me to it, okay? Does the nav status page? It should. Yeah, it should work. I'll let you play with it. Let's not go too far off the bat now.
The question I was going to ask you was, when you're conducting the TCAS test on the ground, okay, normally you're supposed to have some red trapezoids appear on the PFD. Those haven't appeared yet. I'm guessing that's probably in works eventually, but
yeah.
I know the tests have more of the you know, they actually incorporate the rest of all the audio that's supposed to happen, but on the PFD there are missing cues that are supposed to happen during the test.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not blaming Zibo or anything. I'm just guessing if that's in works or is that in line.
It all depends. Remember, there's a difference between the American NGs and the European NGs, okay, for the operators. Right. And a lot of it is operator options. So if it is something that Zibo feels he needs to put in because it is, you know, generally used and not just an option, it will definitely come in. It will definitely come in at some point in time.
That's a valid point. Yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, it's been amazing to fly. The only two aircraft, the only three aircraft are really dazzling anymore is the Tolis 321, the Zibo, love it to death, right? Ever since I was a kid, and the Challenger 650. I mean, all have been excellent renditions.
Gotcha. Okay, give me a second. Wycliffe, don't take things too personally, mate. The guys are just chatting. I understand why you say what you say, but don't let it offend you. We have different accents in South Africa as well. If you go to the Cape, they've got more of a French background, compared to us Dutch guys on the other side, and things happen, so don't let stuff like that offend you, man. People have different experiences in different parts of the world. I don't think anybody said anything on purpose to offend anybody, so don't let it bother you. Water off a duck's back, man. Uday, yes, this is a new Zibo version. You have to get it obviously from the normal download places, and do a complete new install, and then the full plus the latest fix will give you this one. Yes, Abisal, that's correct. Yeah.
So what is it, 4.0 and then 4.02 after that?
It's 4.3 already, so it's 4.001 full plus the latest fix, which will be 3. Fix 3.
Roger.
Yeah, we need more people with sign language. Christer is correct. We'll get there as well. Poor old Christer, uses an auto texter to communicate with us. So guys, you must be really, really, helpful when he struggles. To make sure that all the previous. Well, that is my recommendation always, Wycliffe. I know we get a lot of guys who believe it's not supposed to be that way, but I've learned through experience. I always say to the guys, make a backup of the old one, get rid of it, put the new one in, and just do it. Start from scratch and get it over with. Sorry guys, I also need to concentrate on this side, so let me quickly get all my information that I need quickly. The weather. It is now -2, so that's still minus 17. We're definitely going to need to amend that to compensate the elevation. It's -17 and the QNH is 0.
Is that your landing temperature, or is that where you pulling? Where exactly are you pulling the -17 from?
That's from my calculation. It's an ISA deviation at the airfield. So I've got a calculator on the side for it. Yeah, it's airfield.
Perfect.
011. So xEnviro agrees. Let's do that. 28. That means 600 needs to drop. So it's 64.8. Right. Okay.
Anyway, the runway and taxiways are very slippy.
Okay. Excellent.
Hello, John.
Hello, sir.
How you been? Been a while.
Yeah, I'm all good.
That's glad to hear it.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about the SFP packages, but the PIP packages is included with Level Up, so you can have your performance improvement package with them. Yeah, the PIP is already in the Level Up.
Zibo has been doing such a good job. If they ever make a 172 Cessna with a Garmin G5 and a 650, I definitely would pay him $100 for that plane, let me tell you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad your stuff is working. I found using the HUD makes it much easier for the flight director. Yeah, come try it in the Zibo. It's gonna really be helpful. Gilbert,
What's next?
Might be. Sorry?
Go ahead.
I'm still trying to answer the people here. Christopher, I always recommend that. I always recommend get rid of the old one, but make a backup, drag it to your desktop, make the new one, then you scavenge from the old one what you want, like your views, your liveries, things like that. Linda, if you've got Linda, you need to scavenge from the old one back into the new one, but start from scratch. Thanks, Gilbert. Yeah, so there we go. 1011 is in the box. Let's look at our minimums. Let's see, EPWA, we've got 600 snow. Ooh, at 370. No, that's 3,700, sorry. Almost got it right. 101 tempo. Okay, snow, definitely. Right, so where is 581? Course heading 108. Ach nee man. .08, we need to go down to 3,000. Guys, I'll check the comments shortly again. I just need to quickly set up 113.45.
Fly the plane first.
Yeah. It was a bit busy this morning. ILS 1099.
That is nice. You have the multi-mode receiver. I do like that.
Absolutely. There we go. I think we are set up. Let's go back to page number 2 and 3. So we're going to say it's medium poor because it's slippery. And we have to look at the temperature. We set -2. The elevation is 362 and it will compensate to 386. Fantastic. There we go. There's our compensated values. Okay.
That's amazing that they added the cold temperature correction sheet.
Yeah. You spoke next. Rosario. National license. We are up to version 4, the released version. It's no longer release candidate, so it's version 4.0.03. 4.0.0.3.
Nico, quick question to save your views that you had. Which file do I need to copy over to keep my views?
If you're using default X-Plane, it's the preferences, the 738 preferences file. If you're using X-Camera, it's the CSV file.
Okay, so I'm just using the default X-Plane. And it's inside of the Zibo folder, correct?
Top of descent.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's called what again?
Something 738 preferences or perfs or something like that. It's about preferences.
Very good, thank you.
One for 4K and other for non-4K, so you need to pick the one.
Oh, correct, right. I use the non-4K because I have a 1080p monitor.
Then let's get back to the chat. I have no idea if FSP is going to be included at all. I've not heard anything about that. Dero, can you take a look at the flight director pitch bar? It seems to have a lot of up and down movement from ground. Okay, well, I'll have to do it in the next flight, yeah. I'll have to check it. Thanks, Dero.
Good work, Nico, as always. I'm going to head out.
Okay, enjoy.
Cheers.
Rosario, do yourself a favor, download the Zibo install guide. I spent a lot of time updating it, okay? Read through it, check my videos, and then come ask your questions. As easy as that. We don't mind helping, but we want to see you guys try and help yourself as well. You know, we spend a lot of time on the documents, and when we ask you to read it, it's not to be funny or to be, you know, get off my back and go do your own story. There's just too much to keep on repeating, man. It gets boring. So if you can start with the Zibo install guide, the next thing that you need to get under the belt will be the EFB guide that Patch 99 wrote for us. Once you understand the settings and what you can and cannot do with the Zibo from that guide, it's just so much easier to help you, I promise you. It's, you know, because we speak the same language then, and we can quickly discern where you're lacking. But then, on the other hand, remember on my channel, I've got all these tutorials. There's one new one that I put up where I combine the PMDG and the Zibo mod in one tutorial. So go watch that video as well. You'll pick up very quickly because that incorporates the new wind uplinks and things, you know. Go watch it. There's a video right next to it that teaches you how to do the wind uplinks, how to do your sim brief linking and things like that. You know, it's important because there's been a lot of changes. If you haven't flown this aircraft for 6 or 12 months, there's a lot to learn now. A lot to learn. Whimsical, good morning.
Watch out for icing on the descent.
Thank you so much. Not close to the clouds yet, but we can start switching on. And we'll have to keep
it's very ice in the wings.
Okay, now I'll have a look. Thank you, Christopher. Do you have and now the heart is blocking it. Let me go see if I can bump up that comment. Do you have a setup? What do you mean a setup? I've got yokes, throttles, pedals. I've got a setup. Yeah, it depends on what you mean. You guys can see that. That's what my system looks like. Thank you. We're not in icing conditions yet, so I don't need to really worry that much already. Peter has got me scared.
Got some nice ice on my windows. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it now.
Well, you see the ice freezing up on your window first also.
Yeah, it's good.
Morning, Neil. Welcome. here comes the water. I think so, yes. I think so, Scotsman. You see, if I don't bring it out now, I'm going to forget about it. So let's have it out. Let's check it out. That's called the VNAV speed band, Fabrizio. That is a Southwest request from Southwest Airlines that Zibo put in there. So they apparently have it. And when I saw it, I thought to myself, ooh, I like it. So I kept it. It's an option in the EFB. You can switch it on and off. Not all my aircraft have it, but this one has it. Yeah, what we need now is we need the shades like PMDG put in. You know, somebody needs to come to the party there. I don't know, Yeri or Zibo. Would be nice to have the shades in here as well. The one thing we have that PMDG doesn't have is this. Can you believe it? Is this thing is animated? In the PMDG, it's not animated. I don't know how many of you guys actually know it is animated. See. We've at least got that, but we don't have shades. Uday, yes. I don't know if they brought another one out, but I'm using 1.13.0.16 at this point in time. That was released a few days ago. And this is what it looks like. Where's my display capture? There we go. This is the new client. Yeah. I see PMDG implemented something like that now. So they will give and use your, well, you'll give it and they'll use your initial climb level, you know, your initial cruise level, I must say. And then what happens is when you get there, all of a sudden now, I see my top of climb come on my Indy again, and I go look, and they've added a few thousand feet in there. So they've automated that process kind of a little bit in one of the last updates. Fabrizio, PMDG is using a much older model, and their LNAV VNAV needs a major update. Okay, that's all I can say about it. But it's functional. I mean, not everybody knows what you're talking about anyway. You know, so it's cool for what it is. But they need an update now. And as far as I know, they are working on it. But they've also got the attention split. You know, the 777 is a big thing that needs to come now for them. So I'm sure in time they'll get to everything. Fabrizio, I think if you are a programmer and you go into the code, you'll probably find that a lot of the code is still from FSX or FS9. You know, it needs an update. It had to come from somewhere, you know, and It's very possible. I'm not saying it is. I can't do it. I'm not going to go venture into that territory, but it's very possible that it was ported from there. Hello, Andrea. Yes, Happy New Year to you too. And yes, this is a brand new full release. You like it? Yeah, it's like it cuts out the blue. You know, like a blue blocker of some sorts. Yeah. I hardly fly 2020, but when I fly 2020, I typically go fly the PMDG. That's my escape, you know. Just to go do something else, to experience something else. Hey Kev, yeah, I know it is expensive to live in the garage, but it is what it is, man. See, I was lucky. I bought the P3D version, and when we bought the P3D version of the 800 PMDG, they gave us $100 credit. So when 2020 was released, I got it as a gift from one of my friends who knows that I like flight simming a lot because he's also into it. And then I obviously sat with $100 credit, and when the 600 was released, I got that one, and then when the 800 was released, I got that one as well, you know. And then I just added the 700 just to make it a full house, you know. But if it wasn't for the credit, and if it wasn't, look, I mean, I grew up with PMDG. I think most of us did, you know, FS9, FSX, P3D, it was all PMDG, and we didn't know any better, and we had nothing to compare it with until Zibo came along, you know. Now that I'm involved with the Zibo project, I must be honest with you, I mean, I prefer flying this one. I work in it, I live in it, I enjoy it as my go to aircraft, but there are times that I just need a break. You know, and the only break I then take is quickly go jump in the PMDG and just go fly a bit. Fabrizio, you need to set your curves and your things in your controllers. Rab helped me, you know, with a couple of tips. And I want to tell you something. My PMDG is not as light as a feather as it used to be. The trick comes in to set up the joysticks correctly. It's just like the Zibo. You know, now in Zibo it's easy. We gave you the recipe. This is what you need to do, and that will make the Zibo fly better. Okay, and if it wasn't for Rab, you know, helping me with all the curves and, you know, stuff like that, my PMDG would probably still be a feather as well. You know, just touch it and it goes. But you need to check your settings and make sure to create a controller profile for your PMDG so that you don't mess up another aircraft or the other aircraft doesn't mess up the PMDG one. And before you fly it, make sure you are in that profile. Anthony, you said something about X-plane on the radio. I don't know if that was intentional. If you can hear me, let me know. Vasily, what you need to do is you need to speak to the developer of the HUD. Okay? So you need to go onto the X-plane org, find this HUD and speak to the guy directly. He's able to make certain changes and then he can give it to Zibo, and Zibo will then incorporate it for us, but that's going to be the way to handle it. Also, Vasily, the other question is, in the EFB, just quickly have a look here, in your visual effects, do you have your reflections on? Can you maybe try switch it off, you know, see if that makes a difference? Maybe that's a quicker, easier way of
Flight
addressing the
level
problem.
100. Landing lights switches on.
Cabin is secure, so let's check frequencies. Animas, courses, fuel, perfect. And the PFD is set up, so we should be fine.
Warsaw traffic, Skymatix VA 4, established ILS 11.
Huge thanks to all the pilots who supported us this morning. Brilliant turnout.
Did you count them?
Negative, not yet, sir. I will once they're all parked up.
6, 7.
Approaching transition.
Okay, I count 9. Just quickly, I count 9.
Superb.
Yeah, no, Vasily, then you're going to have to speak to this developer. I'm not sure what his name is. I must ask him what his name is, but I don't know if he wants everybody to know his name. That's the other story, you know. I know what his screen name is, you know, here in Discord, because that's where we chat. I've spoken to him a few times.
Checklist.
side is clear of the entrance. 1-1.
Just in time.
Auto traffic, Skymatix 04, fully established ILS 11, and we are 7 miles.
I've got a count of 10, Nico.
Okay, that's excellent. Wonderful. Thank you, Krister. I was talking to the developer of this HUD in the background, yes, so that's why it took me a moment to just catch up with the aircraft again. Warsaw traffic, Skymatix 001. We on the ILS for runway 11, and hope the runway is clear, guys.
You're one behind, Nico.
Okay. That's Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin is in front.
Only land.
Morning, George. Sorry, Indrek?
Looks he's a little bit high, but we'll see.
I'm sure you'll get there. I might as well slow down to give him a bit of a gap. No point in me chasing him now.
We can always do a go round.
Okay. Well, good, but you don't have to. We don't have to.
That's heavy traffic. Good morning, flight 006, stand 12.
Welcome to level off.
Start pushback.
That looks not lovely, eh? That really looks so cool.
Got the landed.
Skymatix 04, runway vacated.
Thanks, Kevin.
Right, 01, clear to land.
Thank you so much. Bouncing up and down.
Radio altimeter.
Oh. That's off. It was icing. Well, there might have been an anomaly there, but I saw.
If everybody could stay on stand till everybody's in so we can get a pic, be appreciated. Thank you.
The last guy coming in is Erwin, and no, I'm lying. Wow, there's Jean-Pierre as well. Or Dave. No, that's Dave.
Take your seats, prepare for landing.
Point Alpha, runway 15.
I'm not sure if everybody's going to be able to stay, because I mean it's going to take a while to get the last two guys in there.
I can stay online, but I won't be answering phones.
No, that's fine. David, I think, is about the last one in.
He will be. He will, yeah.
I'm going to look back the stream because I missed this
Just don't forget yourself online that they kick you. Don't get in trouble.
I'll be alright.
Yeah. We'd hate for you to get in trouble.
Yeah.
Flaps
That's
30
not the
set.
intention.
Ready for landing checklist.
1,000.
Nice weather, yeah, absolutely. Whimsical. Yeah, we prefer not to call it a game, it's a simulation. But yeah, I've been doing it for many years. Thank you for the good luck.
500. Clear to land runway 11.
I'll tell you one thing, that plate at the back, the mink plate, is really helping with the eyes, because if you take that away, that white is bright, man. Yeah.
300 decision height.
Let's see what we can do.
Minimums 200.
Oh, your screen scenery is much wider than mine is.
The white is the snow, yeah, it's from xEnviro.
100.
Really cool.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Whoa, that was hard.
Speed break up.
But it's not really that hard. It's again that other plugin that makes it look harder. But it was a bit of a kick in the bottom
Auto
there.
brake in use.
No one died at least.
Stabilized.
Stop.
60 knots.
Yes, very slippy, isn't it?
Yes, this thing doesn't want to stop.
Great landing. You are professional.
My brakes came disconnected.
Yeah, no, well, there you go. Yeah. I don't know, Krister. I'll have to pay attention to it. This is the first time I've landed this hard, in a long time, so. I didn't see that. Thanks, Kev. That's a good laugh. That's a good one. Warsaw traffic Skymatix 001, runway vacated. After landing procedure.
Zero traffic, flight 006, flight up to takeoff, runway 15.
After landing procedure.
Many hours on a
After landing procedure complete.
You tell him, Stephen. You tell him. Yeah, you must just Google where the closest A320 is and go for it, Whimsical.
Flaps up and set.
Right, let's see. Where do we taxi to?
Finger left.
You're welcome, Paul. Yeah, I just had to get my chart up. Tell you what, this was an exciting approach and landing, regardless of anything. This was really cool.
Passiamo traffic flight 3006 airborne, performo Olila 6 Delta.
See, it shows ice and then it goes away. That looks like a graphical anomaly. See, look, there's the ice. You can clearly see it. And then the next moment, it just goes away. And I don't have any wing anti-ice on. It's actually irrelevant at this point in time. But... Okay, Christopher. Enjoy your work, man. Do your best. Speak later. Stephen, you're welcome, buddy. You know, don't hold back. You know, remember, everybody's got an opinion, and it's not always based on real-world experience. So when a guy like you, having been an instructor and you know thousands and thousands of hours in the real thing, come along, you know, and you have a different opinion, obviously you have to mention it. I don't have a problem with it. I don't brand anybody. I don't judge. You know, I've got my own experience with it, and I mean, I had to tweak my controls, and I had to do all kinds of things to make it a bit better for myself. But that's not related to the PMDG code. That's just the way the simulator works, and that's how the controllers work, and things like that. So don't worry, mate. You say your say. If somebody doesn't agree with someone else on the stream or in Discord, I mean, I would prefer that there comes a decent debate, you know, because obviously the opinion is based on something. You know, it might be a misconception, it might be you know, something that's not set up correctly. It could be, there's so many different things that could, you know, create a misunderstanding or a misconception. And no, you're not going to know. This is what I always used to say to the people in the past as well. With PMDG, that was our gold standard forever and ever and ever, because we never had anything to compare it with. Now we've got the Zibo. Now we can compare things, you know. And it's the same with the argument. Unless you can point to something specific and say, this is this, this is that, and then you have a reasonably sensible adult debate about it, you know, you might keep on believing what you believe, and that's it. Fair enough. Not for me to judge. I'm glad I found the Zibo, and I'm glad I have the PMDG to fall back onto. That's just how I run and how I roll. You know, that's just the way I do it. Yeah, Christer, it's true, but you've also got to be very careful now. We don't want to offend people. We don't want us to be the offending party. At the end of the day, there must be a reason why they also say that, and it could be because they're gamers, it could be they don't have the real world experience. So that's where real world experience people like Stephen come into, you know. Having 20 and 30,000 hours, you know, in a Boeing gives you a different perspective than somebody like me that's just been swimming in it the whole time, you know. Yeah, 100%. 100%, Steve. Yeah, just turning. No, exactly. You have to just be open for the debate, you know. If you can prove your point, why not? I say this looks amazing with the rain and the snow and the icing and everything else. It's just so cool. I love it. You see, look, that ice comes and goes, comes and goes. Okay, now obviously I've got the wing anti-ice on, but even before that, look, there it's back again, and then the next moment it's gone. I think that's a mistake. That's an X-plane issue. There's something wrong there. Brakes on. Shutdown procedure.
Shutdown procedure.
Paul G, if there's an airfoil missing, you're using the wrong version of X-plane. You need to have the latest version of X-plane. So you need to update to at least 12.08, and then you need to install the Zibo correctly. If those two conditions are met, you will not have it. So please check your version of X-plane. It's usually the problem. It's too old. You need an update.
Good morning, gents. How are you?
Fine, you, Andy? Hello, Alex. Yeah, absolutely. Would be nice. Got a couple in the safe here, but you can always do with more. And she's stuck or something. Yeah, there she goes.
Ready for shutdown procedure.
I think that's what we're already doing. I think there's a timing issue with that script. Gentlemen who flew with us today, thank you so much. Complete. Ladies and gentlemen watching, thank you so much. We're going to hang around a little while longer, but just wanted to get that out of the way. If you need to go, you're welcome. Thank you so much for your support. Appreciate it. Right, so Erwin is next, and then it is, and he's already turning downwind. Okay, so we might not have to wait that long. Just bear in mind it might be a few minutes, okay? It's possible that it won't be that long. I'm glad you like it, Vasily. I don't understand. Kev here will carry me out. There's so many guys in the Explain 12 group that complain about the VR. on Facebook. I don't get it. I must be honest with you. I struggle to understand. Somebody like you come along and you say it's fabulous. The next guy comes along and says, oh, it's crap. I'm going to 2020 because the VR is not working. It's rubbish. I'd love to know. I don't know VR, so I'd love to know what the story is behind the two. I mean, is the other guy not doing his bit again? Aye, and look at this weather. It's really foul. We're going to struggle to see the landing, but we're going to try. Do our best. Yes, Kev, it is. I don't have scenery for it yet. I was trying to convince Piotr to make some, but I don't think he's going to get to it. He gave me all these reasons, which are valid reasons, not a problem. But we need somebody to take over from TVSK Design and to give us something in Explain. Dave, yeah, this is AutoOrtho running with xEnviro putting snow on top. Oh, that's true. Stephen, you also fly in VR. That's interesting. Yeah. I forgot. I'd love the two of you to sit together and discuss it somewhere. Come to Discord, come sit here, talk with each other, try figure it out, because I'd love to know the story behind the story just because I'm curious. I don't know VR, I can't help you guys, I don't know any better, you know, but I'd love to find out what the story is behind the one guy is loving it and the other guy is not loving it. I'd love to know.
What's the story on Marco, which is what's it called, sign? Is it Marco? I'm sure he's coming in on 06.
I don't see anybody else.
Okay.
I only see Owen and Dave. Not sure. I don't see anybody else on IVEA web. It might be that he's, hidden.
Look at my screen.
Wait. Oh, no. But that is not IVEA. That is the VA. So he's obviously flying offline, the same route, but offline for the VA. So we won't see him. We won't see him. Where art thou? Come Owen. We're just going to see him pop out there at the last minute. Yeah, I agree, Abyssal. I think the step climb is going to be a nice one. Zibo, if you're watching, step climb is going to be a good next step. I don't know what these next steps in his plans are, but that is something to take note of, definitely. That will be so cool, Zibo. That will really, really be nice. I see Dave is now on almost turning on finals as well, so
yeah, David's turning finals.
Hello.
How is everybody okay?
Yep, and you?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. My voice has gone a bit deep this morning. I don't know why.
I woke up with a feeling of cold, just a little cold, and I don't want the cold in summer, I promise you.
It's all those hot temperatures messing with your body.
Yeah, it's hot and cold. It's a mixture all the time. It's not like it's, average temperatures. It's just one day it's very hot, next day it's very cold, and it's up and down, up and down. Maybe not so quick in frequency, but you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Has my mic been a lot better today, Nico?
Much, Uncle John. Now we can actually hear you. No, you did a good thing there with the mic. He's got to be close, and I still don't have any visual on him. And if I zoom too much, you can't see anything.
No, it just pops out at the last second.
Yeah.
What about me?
No, you're not on Iveo. We won't see you, Abiolo.
Oh, I was. I got an issue with Explain, and I was on final when I had the issue.
Okay.
I got disconnected.
Okay. Yeah, Vasily, I get that. I get that, but it would have been nice if you guys could do it to compare notes. That's all I'm saying. So you don't have to do it, but it would have been nice. Summer in South Africa, and I wonder if that's why you like...
KLM 171, runway 11 vacated.
I didn't even see him. Also,
Yeah,
I didn't...
He's on taxiway.
No, but I mean, look at my view is so bad, I could not even see him. I have absolutely no idea where he is. There he is. Oh, did I just not see him? Or what's the problem? Did you guys see him come through? Because now he's behind me. I'm confused. I'm really confused.
You need an app.
No, maybe a glitch on the network.
Could also be. I'm going to move a little bit back and see if we can see Dave coming. Come on, move, man.
Well, Aaron, he's Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah, but I mean, we should have seen something. Serious. I mean, this view is bad, the visibility is short. But...
Also, Ivaya was struggling a little bit just a short while ago.
You see, could be that. I'm using Explain Beta. I did it today, and it all worked fine until today, Zibo. Paul, the only thing I can tell you is take your Zibo folder, move it to your desktop, do a fresh download, put in 4.0.0, well, 4.00.1 full, and then get the latest fix 3. This is what I did this morning, and there you go. Problem should be solved. That's the only thing I can think of. Otherwise, come to Discord. Let us help you. Somebody here is going to be able to help you. Promise. He's almost here.
KLM 171 on the blocks, gate 17.
Welcome, Owen. Yeah, I'm also using the RC3 Paul, same as you. It must work, man. It must work. So, all else fails, kill that Zibo, get a new one. Oh, whimsical. The computers are scary that you have to have nowadays for proper simulation, man. You've got to spend some money. Oh, there we go. Come on a different runway. There we go. That's probably what happened with Erwin as well. He didn't. I was looking at the wrong runway. Sorry, guys. My mistake then. That's what happened. Me on the wrong direction.
I hope he's going to stop.
Doesn't look like it. Nope. Sent a search and rescue. Get the potato farmer with a tractor, man. You're going to have to pull him.
That's what happened to me. My brakes failed.
Yeah. Yes, this runway is slippery. I tell you what, I got worried at one point in time. I went to full reverse thrusters and eventually to full manual braking because I didn't have the feeling I was going to stop in time, man. Go for it, Paul. Well, thanks for trying, Vasily. Thanks for trying, buddy. Whimsical, you're gonna love it then. It will be so good. Yeah, Paul, I removed all the other updates from my Google Drive. Zibo should still have them, or he could have removed them as well. The big problem we have, if we leave the old stuff, is that not everybody understands what the latest version would be, and then they usually screw it up. So we try and make it easier for the guys struggling at the back end, you know. So we've removed anything that's not relevant anymore. It's just gone. So you will have just the full and the latest fixes, and you don't have to install all the fixes. Remember, you can just put the latest fix in there. Thank you, Stephen. That's an amazing gesture. That will be cool if you guys could do something like that. No pressure, I'm just saying it would be cool. Okay, Paul, 100%. Right, so Uncle John, I suppose we just wait for Dave and the photo op. Come, Dave,
That's
we're waiting for you.
Oh, I can't see him.
Yeah, he's coming. He's coming. I can see him. He obviously had to turn around. That potato farmer with the tractor was very helpful, Uncle John.
Fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. We've got friends all over, man. We must just know. Ooh, we have ground and tower on at this airport all of a sudden, but we ain't going anyway. Sorry guys, you're a bit late. If you are listening, apologies.
He's probably seen all this lot and think we're all going out somewhere.
Yeah. Whimsical, no, we support FSX, P3D, Microsoft 2020 and X-Plane. We're not bound to just X-Plane at all. Yeah. Well, active sky not showing snow. I don't know why. Let's have a look at the latest weather quickly. It's still in the METAR, so there must be snow. Unless I don't know. Uncle John, do you have snow on the ground? It looks like you've got snow on the ground.
I do.
And you've got active sky.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Dave, did you update your active sky yesterday with the latest fix, or the day before with the latest fix that came out? Maybe it's that. I don't know.
I don't have the latest fix of active sky and have the same amount of snow on the ground as you.
Is it? Oh, okay. Okay, Dave, do me a favor. In active sky, on the left-hand side, go to debug. Once you click in debug, click on refresh weather. Do it quickly. Let's have a look, see what happens.
Oh, you're standing next to him.
And guys, remember when you join our Discord, you need to use your mind, apply your mind. There is a trick. You need to look at the screen, face a little bit up to the left. There's a little room called Start Here Rules. If you don't go through that process, you don't get into Discord, eh? So just apply your mind a little bit. Don't give up because you don't see anything happening. It's up to you. Okay, it's just our way of getting the riffraff out, keeping them out, or the bots, or whatever, you know. Just apply your minds. Yeah, but listen, there are no snowflakes in Explain yet that we are aware of. The rain is the rain, but what you need to have is you need to have the covering of the ice and snow on the ground. That is something that you really need to have.
The standard weather on Explain is doing that.
Is it doing it?
No, it's not doing it.
Not doing it.
I've got snow on the ground.
And you've got standard? Is it?
Standard.
Real weather?
I'll show you.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
It would be interesting because
I'm using active sky and I've got snow on the ground.
I've got no active sky. This is just standard.
Well, we're waiting for your stream to start.
That's interesting. I don't have that in mind.
Your stream is not starting.
I'm using
there we
active
go.
sky and I've got snow.
Good lordy. I've got it. I can see your snow, Owen. Got it now?
Yeah, that's interesting. I cannot see in mine and I have a standard.
It's very faint, eh? It's white, but it's
It doesn't matter. It's there. It's there. We can see it.
It's there, yeah.
Do you have any specific configuration on the graphics? Because I cannot see that. That's interesting.
No, I've got no specific. It's just standard.
Explain.
Did you download the latest update? Small 12 megabyte or something.
Yeah, I don't think
came in yesterday evening.
I don't think that would determine the snow or not, eh? But it could be. Yeah. Why not try it?
I'm on 12.09 release candidate 3.
Yeah, that's the latest. Come, Dave. We're waiting for you, sir. You're almost here. I don't think they use that file anymore, Dave. That's long gone. And are you sure you're using the latest the latest Active Sky XP12 build 768? That's the latest. Dave, you're very quiet. Boost your mic. Turn left, turn left, turn left. You're going past us again. Can you see us? Don't go past us too far.
Yeah, you have to use your thrust reversers.
I think you're going to park on top of somebody now. On my stream, you're going to park right on top of Lori, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, on me.
Oh, Hendrik.
They should be 2 to the left.
It's fine. Don't worry.
Well, on my scenery, I can't see anybody. My scenery looks totally different to yours.
Okay. It's strange that you don't see the traffic. Did you upgrade your iVeo client, Dave?
Nah, that's probably where I haven't done yet.
You need to do that, yes. Okay. Alright. We'll forgive you today.
Yeah, forgiven.
I'll be off then.
Okay. Cheerio, guys.
Thanks for flying.
Oil.
Okay. Zink is, let me quickly answer Dave, or who was it who asked? George. Zink is this little setting over there. Okay. As far as I know, it's currently disabled for the NVIDIA guys. But us guys who use AMD, we cannot live without this. If you've got AMD graphics, you have to use this. Otherwise, you get miserable frame rates. It's basically an OpenGL bridge, okay? Because some of explained stuff still depends on OpenGL, even though they're using Vulkan. If you don't have that enabled, I promise you, my... let's do this. My frame rates, let me show you. Not focused on it, hold on. My frame rate is currently sitting at 26, right? And if I go inside, look there, it's like 35 FPS, right? If I disable Zink, I can't do it, I can't show you now. But if I disable it, I struggle to get 19. I get anywhere between 15 and 19, but I struggle to get 19. So if you're on an NVIDIA card, don't worry about it. If you are on an AMD, please make sure it's on. Don't worry, Bailey. Sorry, Hendrik.
Yeah, I'm off. See you next time.
Stay well, Hendrik. Bye-bye. Yeah, no, without Zink, you're dead. You can't use it if you're on AMD. That's the reason I lost my X-Plane 11. My X-Plane 11, because it doesn't have Zink, I can't use it. Oh yeah, we were talking about you, the ground and the tower that just popped up there. I did apologize, but I'll tell you now that you are on the stream with us. Sorry. Maybe tomorrow morning at 800 Zulu, you guys want to be here, we can fly out of here maybe tomorrow morning again. 800 Zulu. But sorry about that, yeah, we done for now, eh?
I did send a message in 128, 122.
Okay.
Have a look. I actually wrote him a note.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna type for you, then you have it. Yeah.
You're sharing my screen, but I don't have any eyes. I don't know why. It's not clear. I have eyes on the wings. That's for sure.
Yeah, my eyes comes and goes all the time. George, I had an incident last week where my X-Plane closed on a stream, and it was also not reported in the event viewer or in the log text, so...
My ice is there and it keeps staying there, Nico.
Okay, no, that's fine. Sorry, I wanted to say no worries to our tower controller there. Sorry, it's fine. You know, if you can't make it, you can't make it. It's easy as that. Right, let's quickly see. Someone says that the Zibo is not working. I don't know. It's made to work, so you obviously did something wrong. First of all, you need to be on the latest X-Plane. Secondly, all you do is you open the zip file and you copy the B737-800X into aircraft and you go fly. You know, if you want to, then you can also update your Zibo to the latest fix, which will be fix 3. It's literally just extracting it. There's nothing to it. It should work.
Yeah, super easy.
Yeah, thank you, Bailey.
Good morning.
How's it, Sasso?
Hello.
Happy
New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Haven't you been here before?
Happy New Year, yeah.
No, man, I've been so bloody busy.
Okay. All right, well,
Yeah.
Happy New Year, man. Sorry. Let me
Thank
just quickly
you.
finish the stream, then we can chat. Hold a second.
Yeah.
Someone, come to Discord. Follow the Discord link in the description below the video. Come to Discord and ask around here. Somebody will be able to help you, man, because it's either that or you're going to have to read the install guide and follow the install guide, because it's really super easy. If it doesn't appear, you could have the wrong version in the wrong explain or something silly like that. I don't know. You know, just come have a chat. Anyway, that's it. You guys have fun. We'll talk to you guys later or tomorrow morning. Stay well. Bye-bye.
Bye, Nico. Thanks.
You're welcome.